Hey everybody, my name is Fong Chua. I'm the host of the Peak Potential Success Show, where I've been able to interview some amazing people, entrepreneurs, celebrities, athletes from all over the world. And one of those people that I've got the pleasure of interviewing is a return guest for today, and I'm very, very excited to have her here. I met her a few years ago at a virtual conference, and right away I knew she was going to be a big difference maker because she actually zoomed in all the way from Dubai, which means she was up in the middle of the night connecting with people all the way in Canada. And this is a person who's committed at what she does, very good at what she does. She's a business strategist. She has a passion for art, dance, entertainment. She loves helping people and helping other people with their entrepreneurial spirit. She herself is an entrepreneur as well, been featured on so many different media outlets from CTV to Dragon's Den. Just an amazing, amazing person. So I'm very, very excited to have her here again today. And we're going to be talking about some exciting things that she's part of right now. So please welcome Ms. Deepthi Koshy.
Hi, Fong. How are you?
Hey, I'm
It's
doing
such a
well. Yourself?
good, good. It's always such a pleasure having a conversation with you, Fong. And you know what attracts me the most about your platform is you and the energy you have. You have the most amazing energy that is so attractive, and it just is just like a cannonball. So I always love sessions with you, and yeah, let's make the most of it today.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. So this is going to be a very loaded question, and that is, so what's up?
See, that's the thing about you, Fong. You're amazing. All right, Fong. So I know, I mean, thank you just for picking back from what you said. Yes, we connected when I was in Dubai, and Dubai is another game of cards completely. And it was amazing connecting with you at that point. And I still remember we were going through the night and day, and you had that amazing conversation with me with regards to, what I did in my interaction with the Dragons Den. And now, fast forward, I'm here in Edmonton. I missed my very own beautiful, beautiful Alberta. I missed it the 3 years I was in Dubai. I missed it so much that I made my way back here. I'm now labeled the Alberta girl, and I'm here, and I've started once again. And yeah, I'm I'm with an amazing. I work for an amazing organization right now. I've gotten into executive search. Um, very, in a way, it was very related to what I was doing before in terms of I'm heavily passionate about client relationships and building meaningful relationships with my network. And I found that this organization was an opportunity for me to leverage that. And yeah, so I'm now here. I work as a search associate. Um, Leaders International was previously called Davy Spark. So they've been in the industry for about 35 years. They are a boutique executive search firm here, with majorly the sweet spot being in nonprofit hirings and uh, municipal hirings, and a lot of academia. They're proficient in that. Like I said, 35 years, over 8 locations in Canada, and sort of in about 4 or 5 years before, sort of an M&A happened, and now they're called Leaders International. So a lot of people might know them as Davy Spark, as you can see from the cup I'm drinking, Davy Spark. They still have that, but now they're called Leaders International. So that's where I'm working, and that's where I am
Awesome.
professional. Yes.
Cool. Now, a question that people sometimes have at work, at workplaces, or just a friendly kind of chat is like, oh, so what's going on with you now? What are you up to? Where are you going to be next week? Or do you have any exciting things happening? And most
Right.
people would answer, you know what? Ah, same old, same old. Oh, I'm going to the park, or oh, I'm just going to the mall. But you're involved with something that's pretty amazing right now, and that is you're in competition to become Mrs. India worldwide. That's not something that everybody can say, and it usually catches people off guard. So tell us more about this decision of being a part of this competition, and what is it?
Okay. All right. So Fong. Well, as you know, and we've been in that conversation from before, as much as I have a corporate job and I have a profession, I have a strong, strong passion. I've always had this passion for the past 30 years. I'm heavily involved with dance and entertainment, and mostly in Bollywood. Um, in the South, I'm very involved with the South Asian culture and from the Indian subcontinent. And I think it was during this course of time that I was settled out here, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should just um, register and see where I go with the Mrs. India worldwide pageant. And I think one of the biggest things that attracted me towards this pageantry was the age bracket that they had in that. They had an age bracket which was, I believe, from the 20 all the way to the early 50s. So for me, it was like saying, it was an opportunity whereby I could showcase talent, I could showcase uh, values of womanhood. I could bring that all together, and I felt that there's no age barrier to it. And they say beauty is something that is all around us. It's the little things that we do, the little things that we share, how we treat people. It's not just about face value. It's skin deep. That's my belief. So I thought of an organization that had the same values that I did. So I said, you know what, let me give it a shot.
That is pretty cool. Like, and they're on their 12th
They're on
season
the
or
12th.
12th
That's
annual
right.
competition now.
That's right.
Have you been able to connect with any of the past winners or watch any of the past seasons to see, okay, what do I need to do, or how do I stand out, and any of that stuff?
Right. So basically, the founder of this organization is the gentleman of the name Bharat Brahmer. He is based out of India. Yes, they've been doing this for 12 years. I've had the opportunity to connect with many of the previous contestants who are now, some of the winners actually got into mainstream Bollywood.
Oh
So
wow.
they've got like some opportunities inside mainstream Bollywood, and many of the others are doing like I think music albums, everything based out of, I mean, in the world of Bollywood. Um, and Bollywood is a huge industry back in India, right? So they've got and some of them have continued doing their jobs and professionally. I guess it really comes down to how you manage things, and like I know a lot of there are a lot of corporate professionals from the past. I believe they've continued doing their jobs, but they've still been able to do a lot of things and balance things on the side.
Mhm.
So yeah, I have been here to answer your question. Yes, I've been able to connect with all of them. They've all given me a beautiful picture of this platform and where it's going and how and where they started and where they're at.
So when you first heard about this, and that first instant where you go, you know what, I think I want to compete in this. Take us through that process in your mind as to what went through in your mind to make that decision, and then also whether or not there was people saying, don't do it, or it's not for you. How did you navigate through the naysayers, let's say?
Right. To answer that question, I will have to say, Fong, I feel, I believe that um, adversity teaches you the best lessons in life. So they say a hungry stomach, an empty wallet, and a broken heart teaches you the best lessons of life, right? And I think perhaps I was in that period where I was trying to figure out. I needed distractions, and I felt that I believe in something like this. I believe if nothing at all happens, I believe in the grace of womanhood. And I felt that this platform was something that was bringing women from different walks of life, different professions, women who have different stories, who have different adversities, all together in one platform. So I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to connect, and I'm inherently a networker.
Mhm.
So it was an opportunity for me where I felt I would connect, I could get inspired, I could get motivated, and I would say the most important thing, I could transform from where I was. So that was my biggest reason to press the
It's a bit.
enter, hit button and enter button. Say, let's go, let's do this. Right. And then and then after I got into it, the process was. Oh, to be very honest, I never thought I would actually even go through the first audition. I was like, oh, whatever. You know what? This is not something. I'm saying I'm too old for this. Um, but I think the first audition was great. I met with a lot of people, and I got through the first. And then consecutively, I said, okay, maybe I actually felt they made a mistake. But no, actually I got through it. I met some wonderful people. And then I got through the second audition as well. And then next thing you know, I made it to the finals. And actually, just today, they've given us a list of a lot of people who've actually made it to the finale. So that's actually beautiful. You can see that on my Instagram channel and my Facebook as well. Um, and yeah, and then the process just went on, and then we have in order for us to actually get the crown, it was just not go show up there and they're gonna ask you a few questions and blah blah blah, and then after that they're gonna see whether you're pretty or not, and that's it, and then you get the crown. It's not that. It's actually there was a lot of work that's been going on in the past 6 months in that goal towards the crown. So it was basically a lot of they were evaluating us on our various social media tasks that were given to us and how we performed. They're evaluating us on our community advocacy. Um, they're they're evaluating us on. I've actually been involved with a nonprofit organization out of India. It's actually called Shanti Sujal Charitable Trust. Research Shanti Sujal Charitable Trust. So what it is, it's actually an organization that is helping underprivileged women and and more so little girls, and providing vocational training programs for them so that they can build their life. So that's exactly what this organization is about.
Well,
So I'm actually involved in this organization, and I set up a fundraiser, and I've been on it for the past couple of months now, and so I guess they view things overall about this person. So I think there's so many things leading to someone getting that crown. It's just not your appearance, right?
right. Now,
Of course,
so
that matters.
if I understand it correctly, you're in top 30 right now, right? And that's worldwide. So how do they like, is it one per country, one representative from each region? Like, how do they determine where these people come from?
Um, that is a lot of the back end information. I don't have
Mm,
information as yet as to how they determine um, how they determine who reaches the finals. I guess they have their way of doing that. Um, But what I know, the elimination process is actually going to be happening when we're actually there. So right now, we are all made it to the finale, which is going to be held in on June 9th at in the UAE, United Arab Emirates. It's in a
mm,
place called Ajman.
yeah.
So it's called the Bahi Ajman Hotel. So that's where we're all going in, and we're checking in there on June 4th when it starts. The actual, I would say the ev the event begins on June 4th, or more so, should I say, the elimination process begins on June 4th.
Well,
And then it goes all the way on until June 9th when the actual day of the finale is.
mm,
And I'm guessing what actually happens on that day is a lot of the questionnaire rounds, the talent rounds, are all on that day. So yeah, so that's so I'm not very very clear on what their elimination process is right from the start, like
I see.
how it is like 3 months before. But yeah.
Cool. So you've been through this process for the last 6 months. Is there something that you go, huh, I just learned something new about myself during these 6 months? And how have you felt during this period of time?
Absolutely. And I think, and I call this I called my entire with the Hot Monde Mrs. India Worldwide. I call it my transformational journey because, and the reason why is, um, one of the biggest things I have learned in my course of 6 months is the importance of staying committed to a goal, and the importance of when you I think this platform has taught me, or my mentors and coaches within this journey has taught me that if you need a goal, if you want to work, if you're looking for a goal, there's no shortcut to it. You have to work hard, and you have to consistently show up. You have to consistently do the right things. You have to be and that's the only way to achieve your goal. And that is the main thing that it's taught me. The importance of being consistent, the importance of showing up, the importance of staying committed, the importance of sacrifice, the importance of there's lots of things which are involved in order for me to reach there. So that's what is the biggest lesson I've learned.
Mhm.
The second biggest lesson I think I've learned is the importance of connecting with various uh, women and understanding their perspectives. So perhaps I wasn't much of an inclusive person before, but I would say right now, after my transformational journey, I've learned to be very inclusive of various other women from different cultures, different walks of life, different professions, and women who've gone through different stories. Like I said before, I've learned to be very inclusive of the entire picture. That's another good thing that's happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're a person who loves to add value. You're a person who gives back to community. You're in it for the networking, the connecting, the empowerment. But come on, you're in the competition. You want to win. So tell us what
My
makes what makes you what makes you the person who's going to win this competition?
So far, my eyes are on the crown. And my eyes have always been on the crown, right? The day I started. I mean, everything is great. Yeah, the additives are amazing. The journey has been amazing. Um, what makes me the person to get this crown is the very fact that I believe that I have the values and the integrity instilled in my parents to build solidified relationships within my community and my network. So that's been my forte. That's been my trump card, and I wear my title of a mom with pride on my sleeve. So that has humbled me, and so I feel like I believe that I am going to win this crown for the very fact that I am a total people's person. I'm a total client relationship person. I'm a total people interaction person. It's all about people relationships for me.
Uh, Now, hypothetically speaking, let's say you're in the final two. The person beside you said exactly the same thing that you just said. What is that one thing that you can go and then go, oh, 50 wins?
Um, the one thing I would say is that I completely and firmly um, believe on what I bring to the table, and I guess at the end of the day, if it's what the judges feel and that I can add value to their organization in some form, then or most definitely I would want to say that I'd be the winner. But I firmly believe in what I can bring to the table. So that's what I like to end with saying.
Awesome. Now, okay, now flash forward to June 9th. You get
Right.
that crown. You're top in the world right now. What does that mean to you? And then also, how do you take that title and expand it out to help others?
Right. So like winning the title is great, but it's also at the end of the day, what am I going to do with this? I mean, this is a question I've asked myself too. What am I going to do with this title? What am I going to do with this crown? My idea is that I think I'm in that phase of my life right now where I'd like to see things from the larger picture, which actually means that would coming down to the fact it would be community advocacy. How can I give back to the community? And I've actually been doing this all through my life, and I guess this is a good platform for me to actually bring it out there and show the public that this is what Deepthi is all about, you know. So, and I think it's a great opportunity. Once if I do win the title, it'll be for me to to engage in my community, especially in the nonprofit sector. I'm very passionate about that, as you can see from my track record with the various other organizations which I've been involved with in the past. This is something which most definitely that I'd, like I say, leverage it in the way of giving back to the community. Yeah.
Cool. Now, I have to ask this. Do you have any secret weapons that you have up your sleeve that either from the talent side, from the entrepreneurial side, from the presentation side, anything that you can share that you're willing to share? Because I don't know, somebody else might be watching this. Go, oh, we know her secret. But if you have
I'll tell
something you
you.
can share, I would love to.
Absolutely. I'll tell you my secret form. And this has been my tagline, actually. And my tagline has been, they will believe in you only as much as you believe in yourself. And I believe that, like I said before, I strongly believe, and I know, and I wear my confidence on my sleeve, is that you have to be confident about whatever you believe in and bring it out on the table, and it has to show. It has to show. Um, Rest assured, everybody else is going to believe in you as well.
That is awesome. So when it comes to the competition, there's a lot of different variety of people and lots of different age groups, very, very large group of different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
For yourself, why do you think they set it up this way?
I guess I guess they're also I think they're a fraternity that that believes that the beauty of a woman does not is skin deep. I think it's a fraternity that believes in that as well. And so they believe that it's important that women of all categories, of all age groups, of all color, of all ethnicities, of all professions, be given the chance to showcase what they bring to the table. And simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
And the process was not easy, and I'm guessing for all my co-contestants, the process was not easy. So they've actually given that platform to showcase, hey, ladies, what do you guys have? And you know this, Fong. Like I've always been, coming back to just the last conversation we had, I've always been the believer that you've got to be resilient to rejection. We've had this conversation before. And you have to be, in order to reach here, in order for all our contestants to have reached here, there was a fundamental thing that was going on behind, which is you have to be resilient to rejection to reach to this level. Mm-hmm. You can't otherwise.
Very, very cool. Now, okay, once again, the title is all yours. You get to speak to everybody in the world. One message that you want to share. What's that message for everybody to hear?
The one message, especially, the one message to all the women, honoring womanhood would be, believe in yourself. There's no one other than you who knows where your journey is, what your journey is, and where you want to go. And like I said, others will only believe in you as much as you believe in the power of yourself and what you bring to the table. So inform yourself, educate yourself, stay positive, live happy, and the rest will for sure follow.
Nicely done. Now, you've been through my interviews before. I'm going to give you 5 quick questions. Give me the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay, sure. Let's do this.
So everybody at the competitions go, hey, let's hang out. Let's have some fun. And you raise up your hands like, everybody, come to my place. Let's hang out. I'm going to cook you something nice. What is that special dish that you could cook for everybody in the competition?
Butter chicken.
Nicely done. You are the person who's going to deal with entertainment as well. You go up there. What are you going to perform?
Dance.
Hollywood calls and goes, hey, Deepthi, we love your story. This whole journey is absolutely incredible. We'd love to do a biopic on you. Who would you cast to play you?
My daughter.
Wow. That's her step to Hollywood and movie stardom. Let's say you were asked to Hasbro calls and says, you know what? We love your whole life story. We want to make a Monopoly game based on your life. Okay. Pick 5 items that represents you.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
So the game Monopoly.
Yep.
There's those little playing pieces that people could go, oh, I want to be the boat and I want to be the car. So they could go around the board. Pick 5 items that represents you the best so that they can make these little items for.
I'd be the house. I'd be the bank.
Anything else?
I'd be the truck, the cars, the automobile.
Mm-hmm.
And I think fundamentally lining who I am, I'd be the people, because I'm a people's person. So all the human beings in there.
Cool. If you were to relate a competition feeling to anything else that you've gone through, what would that feeling be like?
I didn't quite get the
So
question.
let's say you're in competition. What is what is competition mindset like?
The competition mindset pretty much is two words: to reach to the top and to sustain in a competition. One, confidence. Two is you have to be resilient to all the rejection around you. You can't make it to the top if every rejection is gonna bog you down. You just gotta sideline everything and just go focus. Do what you gotta do.
Well done. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else you would like to share? Any last words?
Yes, and I would like to lastly share something. I think it's for the younger generation that's coming in, and they're getting up there and making their way. I would say is that you're going to face a lot of challenges all through your life. And there's going to be a lot of stories that's going to bog you down as much as there's going to stories that are going to bring you up. Believe in the ones that's bringing you up, because that's positivity, and that's going to take you to your new journey, and that's going to show you the next best card towards your next best journey. So believe in yourself always, and believe what you bring to the table.
Great. Now, obviously, I would love to see you get the crown on June 9th.
Yes, I would love to.
Is there anything that people in the virtual space can help you out with, whether it's sending messages or voting or being more involved with your social media stuff? What can people do to help that?
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for that, Fong. So, I would say for everyone, I really are looking for your support to help me get through this. I'm representing Canada on an international platform, so and showcasing my South Asian heritage. So please vote for me and please rate me. You can find me on Instagram under the name Deepthi Koshy, Mrs. India Finalist, and there'll be a bio there that tells you about my YouTube channel. And if you can just vote for me, that'd be great. We need your votes at this 11th hour. We've got like 7 days to go.
So how do people vote? Is there a site or a link or something?
Yeah, so there is actually a YouTube link, which I've actually put it on Instagram, so you can see it on Instagram. It's
Okay.
also available on Facebook. These are my main channels. So if you want to if you want to just hit like there, and for my rating, there's actually, if you want to download the Haut Monde app, you can actually live stream on the day of the event if you download the app, and you can also rate me on that app. So it's called the Haut Monde TV.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody remember to connect with Deepthi. Make sure you vote for her. Make sure you support her. Make sure you cheer her on. And I'm sure she can be a great representative for Canada. I'm very, very excited for you. I can't wait to see that crown on your head, because I know you're going to be up there on stage shining at that moment. So I'm very, very excited for everybody. Make sure you go out there and vote. Make sure you support and make sure you watch. It's going to be an amazing time. So thank you very much for your time. And I'm very, very excited.
Thank you, Fong. Thank you for everything. And namaste to everyone as I represent my South Asian culture in my beautiful, remarkable country, Canada.
Awesome. Great. We'll see you, everybody.
Thank
And
you.
good luck.
Thanks. Bye now.
Bye.